So, you're thinking of stopping drinking alcohol for 7 days. Well, in this video, we are going to be breaking down 10 things that you can expect to happen on your journey. Make sure to stay tuned. Just before we get into the video, if you want to get access to the free video training showing you how to control your drinking without AA or willpower, click the link in the description. I'll be showing you how to use the mental model called first principles thinking to get control of your drinking. I'll be talking about the 5 critical mistakes that 90% of drinkers make, and I'll also be sharing the 2 phases of becoming sober clear. You do not want to miss that training video. It will change your mindset around drinking forever so you can start getting your health, career, confidence and relationships back on track. Click the link in the description for instant access. So the very first thing that you can expect, let's face it, are some withdrawal symptoms. Now, there are a small percentage of drinkers out there that may suffer with severe withdrawal, and I'm not gonna lie, those people need to seek medical help. However, that being said, most people are totally fine to go through the withdrawal, and it's gonna feel a little bit like a flu, it's gonna feel a little bit of discomfort, and you're just not gonna feel at 100%. And all that's happening is your body is just flushing out the toxins. Alcohol is a poison. It's a poison, it's an addictive poison, and it's a poison that does absolutely nothing for you, despite the nonsense that you might see on the BBC that comes up every now and again saying wine drinkers live longer. There is truly not a single benefit of consuming a poison, so naturally your body's gonna flush it out. And yeah, you might feel a little bit lethargic, you might feel low energy, you might feel a bit of a flu-like symptom, but it's totally normal, it's totally okay. And if you're coming into this with a really solid mindset, you can actually use these feelings of discomfort to fuel you. You can feel this discomfort and use it as a reminder to remind yourself that you're flushing your body out of toxins, you're doing a great thing for yourself. So that's number 1. The second thing that you can expect is to get your mornings back. Now, I know that's probably a little bit obvious, but when we drink, sometimes our mornings can just be a blur. They can be this rush blur where, we're waking up, we're jumping in the shower, if we've even got time for a shower. I know there's plenty of times that I didn't go for a shower when I had a hangover. We run upstairs, we might eat a bit of cereal or not even eat because we've got that empty stomach and it just doesn't feel good, food doesn't look appetizing, and we might not have time to kiss our wife or kiss our husband or kiss our kids, and we just rush out the door. Now that cycle is very, very standard, but when you don't drink, you can wake up earlier. And when you've got more time in the morning, you can do more meaningful things. So it might mean that you can spend a bit of time with your family. You might do a bit of a workout in the morning. You might end up reading a self-improvement book or some business book, but you can definitely expect to get more time in the mornings. The third thing that you can expect, and this isn't going to happen for everybody, but it definitely happened for me, and I know it happens for a lot of people, but your clarity can start to come back. Now, this is definitely an ongoing process, and if you do prolong your 7-day journey into a month, 2 months, 3 months, and beyond, clarity gets more and more extreme. You start to be able to think a lot clearer. You can make better plans. You can keep a little bit better organized, and your thoughts they make more sense. It's not like you're going around with this fog all the time where you're not really sure what's going on. When I drank, I lived with that fog. It was always like this feeling of, ugh. I'm sure if you drink, you know what I'm talking about, but it just never felt good. But then when you take alcohol away, is the real you starts to come back. The ideas start to come back in. The clarity starts to come back. The fourth thing that you can almost definitely expect is you save money. And you can simply work out how much you're spending on alcohol just by thinking of the average amount that you're spending a day and then timesing it by 7. For me, must have been $250 a week, something like that. That's money that's going in your pocket or going into a savings account or going into investments or being used for something that you want to do, a holiday, whatever. That's money that you get to keep. That is money that just no longer goes and gets, sorry for the crude saying, but peed up the wall. Not only are you going to save money from not drinking during those first 7 days, but also don't forget about the junk food. I mean, that is an additional cost. If you go out for a night out with your friends and you start eating the bad food, and all these things can start adding up, and especially when you go to a restaurant as well, and they spike the prices up of the wine and the beer, and everything's triple the price of the shop, and this really starts adding up, and you can definitely expect to save some money during those first 7 days. The fifth thing you can expect is that you are becoming more hydrated. Most people that I know and most drinkers, they're chronically dehydrated. Alcohol is a diuretic. We think that it does things like quench our thirst, but it doesn't. It does nothing to quench your thirst because it's a diuretic. So when you stop drinking alcohol and you start drinking more water, your body just gets hydrated, and this can start helping you flush out those toxins again. You can start improving your skin, and the clarity gets even better just from staying more hydrated. Again, during the first 7 days, you might not notice that in an extreme way, but you're definitely going to start to see some improvements, and that is just going to get better and better over time. The sixth thing that you can expect is improved sleep. Now, some people The first 7 days, it might be a little bit difficult to fall asleep the first, second, third, fourth night. And then, just when you're coming to the end of those first 7 days, that's when things start getting a lot better. But you get better sleep and you get much better quality sleep. So you wake up feeling rested, which means you've got more energy. It means you've got more clarity. It means that you can be more focused. It means that you can be more present. The benefits of getting a good quality night's sleep is astounding. And I know that a lot of people that stop drinking, they forget what a good night of sleep is really like. If you've drank for 10, 15, 20 years, and then you get a good night of sleep without alcohol, it's gonna feel absolutely amazing. You'll wake up feeling energized, you'll wake up feeling refreshed, and you'll wake up feeling just ready to get after it. The seventh thing that you can expect is you're going to save a lot more calories. If you're on a diet that counts calories, alcohol has got a ton of calories in it, and especially when you start adding mixes in there or drinking beers and wine, all of these things are just filled with calories. So naturally, you are just going to save calories. It means that you can eat more food or you're going to lose a little bit of body fat because of less calories. And if you combine that with a little bit of exercise during the first 7 days, a few runs, a few walks, a few workouts, then you're going to burn a few more calories as well, which can all contribute to the goal of fat loss, but also it can contribute to the goal of putting on weight because you're going to put better food in your body rather than just filling it with these junk dead calories. Now, the eighth thing that can happen is that your gym performance can definitely improve. I notice improvements very, 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 very quickly. Not going to the gym with a hangover, not going to a gym with that sluggish energy and not feeling 100%. When you fuel your body with some good, healthy food, you get to the gym and you can just attack. Your performance is going to get a lot better. Now, again, that might happen in the first 7 days. It might happen a few weeks into the journey. But for a lot of you guys that are watching this, you can expect your gym performance to go through the roof, especially if you're not a typically heavy drinker. The ninth thing, and this is definitely my personal favorite, is that you get to spend more time on meaningful tasks because you've got more time. You're not wasting time in the evening, you're not wasting time in the day by drinking, and you just have a lot more free time and you can do things that really matter to you. So that might mean that you can work on your business, it might mean that you can work on your health, it might mean that you can read more, you might want to learn some new skills, go on an adventure, hang out with your partner, find a new partner, hang out with your friends. You can spend time doing the things that really matter to you instead of just wasting it. Instead of wasting it drinking a drug that does nothing for you. So you're able to spend more time doing meaningful things. And the 10th thing that can definitely happen is after seeing all of these amazing benefits is that can keep up the motivation to make the change. It can keep up your motivation to continue on this journey and just reap the benefits of being a non-drinker. It was the best thing that I ever did in my life, bar none. That was the biggest decision that I made that had the best effect on my life. It was the catalyst of being able to move to Asia, build this online business, get my health back up to where it should be, and it was by far the best decision that I ever made. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.